All right, let's take you back to the big story making international headlines. The world, of course, firmly fixed on the United States as vote counting continues in a number of states. In fact, in the latest update, we've seen that former President Donald Trump is projected to win Pennsylvania. This is after he was also projected to do the same in Georgia and North Carolina. We're still on standby for his address, which is set to take place at any moment now at Palm Beach. That's in Florida, where we're expecting him to give what many people are reporting to be some kind of victory speech, given his early lead in this election. But the reaction, of course, is, expected around the world. Let's take you to Tel Aviv. That's in Israel. That's where we find our correspondent, Giles Gibson, who joins us now live. And Giles, of course, as I mentioned, there's great anticipation to see how this will all unfold. Help us take stock, generally speaking, of what the government in Israel is looking out for here.
Well, certainly leaders across the Middle East will be watching very carefully to see if Donald Trump just sticks to domestic issues when he gives that speech that we're expecting in the next couple of minutes or so, or if he does give some sort of a mention to the crisis that we've had here in the Middle East over the last few months or just over a year. We also here have actually had some developments in terms of domestic politics. Overnight, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announcing that he was firing his defense minister, Yoav Gallant, replacing him with his foreign minister, Israel Katz, saying that there had been a crisis of trust between the two men and that they simply couldn't go on managing Israel's wars on multiple fronts with that sort of breakdown of trust between the two men. So yes, on the one hand, the Israeli government very much watching the events over in the United States, waiting to see what Donald Trump says in this speech, but also there's a huge amount of movement in terms of domestic politics and how that's going to affect particularly the war in Gaza.
Absolutely. You speak about that speech. We're actually beaming live visuals to our viewers of the situation as it unfolds at West Palm Beach. Donald Trump now taking to the stage. Giles, you'll excuse us. We're going to take our viewers live there to listen in to what the former president has to say in a context where he's taken an early lead, as we've mentioned, in this crucial election. Let's listen in.